Welcome to Talking Rock. Like the rest of Talking Rock, the land inspired the golf course design. Winding through meadows, preserving majestic stands of trees, and complementing the contours of the terrain, the course offers a golfing experience that is spectacular by nature. Wide, generous landing areas, strategically placed bunkers and greens that are clearly visible from virtually every fairway shot define this classic course. 5 sets of tees offer golfers of every skill level a chance to enjoy a relaxing yet challenging game. Hole 1, par 4. Stay left to the tee on this opening hole. Any current tee shots over the cowboy-style fence on the right will find the water hazard. If you avoid this and the small bunker on the left, you'll be rewarded with a short wedge onto the elevated green. A great chance for a birdie to start your round. Hole 2, par 4. 2 large fairway bunkers flank the driving area, with a large fairly flat green tucked away behind a cross bunker 20 yards short of the green. When the prevailing wind is at your back, the drive and approach shot can be challenging to gauge correctly. Hole 3, par 3. A mid-length par 3 with bunkers guarding the green on the right and left. The green has a pronounced ridge line in the middle that will influence you to chip shots and putts. Hole 4, par 4. A slightly uphill par 4 with a large fairway bunker guarding the right side. If you choose to challenge the bunker with your drive, the fairway narrows and then opens to an elevated green. 3 pot bunkers guard the approach, while a gently sloping green tests your putting ability from every angle. Hole 5, par 4. Another wide landing area transitions to a narrow opening with fairway bunkers on both sides. If you navigate the bunkers, you are left with an approach shot over another cross bunker 20 yards short of the green. Watch the wind and select the correct club to hit the small, wide greens. Hole 6, par 5. A 641-yard-long par 5 hole with a sea of bunkers pretty much tells the story of this hole. 3 good shots are needed to reach the putting surface, which is the smallest on the golf course. The prevailing wind is normally at your back for the entire hole, so use it to your advantage if you can. Hole 7, par 3. The shortest par 3 on the golf course, a medium-sized green is guarded by 4 deep bunkers. Watch the influence of the prevailing wind in the spring and summer, as it can alter the flight of your ball. Hole 8, par 4. Bunkers up the right side of the fairway dominate this hole, and the fairway narrows the longer you hit your tee shot. As with the previous hole, wind can be a great influence until you reach the green. Be mindful of the back-to-front pitched green while putting. It can be challenging if you're in the wrong spot. Hole 9, par 5. The first of 3 reachable par 5s depending on the prevailing wind. A wide fairway with bunkers on both sides starts the hole off. Your layup shot can get tricky, with the slope of the fairway leaning toward the large lake. A sloped green with a very tricky backpin placement provides a superb challenge to end the front 9. Hole 10, par 4. A slight dogleg left par 4 with a wide fairway and an isolated large and deep fairway bunker. Longer hitters take their drive over the mounds on the left, which leaves a wedge shot into a wide and undulated green. This hole presents a great chance for a birdie to start the back 9. Hole 11, par 5. After going around or over the 2 fairway bunkers with your drive on this par 5, a hidden wash challenges your second shot to this small and elevated green. If you choose to lay up, the proper yardage is 100 to 125 yards short of the green in order to avoid the wash. The small green can be daunting if you're not careful. Hole 12, par 4. The hole on the golf course without a fairway bunker. Once you navigate to the small fairway, you are left with an approach shot to a multi-tiered green. Pick the correct tier and you'll be rewarded with a short birdie putt. Miss your tier and here comes a bogey. Hole 13, par 3. A medium-length par 3 that plays predominantly downwind in the spring and summer months. Players need to avoid all 3 deep bunkers that surround this green in order to walk away with a par. The green has subtle breaks and can be a real test for any player. Hole 14, par 4. An elevated tee box frames this beautiful par 4. After down the hill, you go back up to a green hidden by a cross bunker short of the green. Flight your approach over the cross bunker and you may wind up perfectly with the wind at your back. Stay below the hole when firing at this pin. Hole 15, par 4. Every temptation awaits you on this short, drivable par 4. Smash a drive onto the green and you could have an eagle putt. Or lay up to a narrow fairway guarded by 3 deep fairway bunkers and take your chances making a par. Either way, stand back and enjoy the view of the Talking Rock Club and community. It does not get much better than this. Hole 16, par 3. A slightly uphill par 3 with another cross bunker 20 yards short of the green. Additional bunkers surround the green, with an open approach for a possible bump and run. Club selection is once again important here, with the prevailing wind behind you. Watch for subtle breaks on the back-to-front sloping green. Hole 17, par 4. An uphill par 4 hole that turns back toward the clubhouse and faces beautiful Granite Mountain. The fairway slant can kick your drive into a large fairway bunker if you're not careful. Your second shot plays uphill and more than likely into the stiff headwind. Keep your ball below the hole if the pin is located in the steep front section of the green. Hole 18, par 5. Finish with a birdie or bogey. Take your best shot at this long par 5 with a large fairway bunker off the tee. Your second shot has to navigate several fairway bunkers on the right and a lake on your left. The deep and narrow green can produce several different types of approach shots depending on the pin location and the prevailing wind.